The Unit 5 for Dreamweaver, creating a page layout. The lesson overview says you'll learn the basics of creating a one-page theory and strategy, how to design thumbnails and wireframes, how to insert and format new components into a predefined CSS layout, how to use the code navigator, and how to check for a browse compatibility. So the first thing we want to do in our Don't Beat Dreamweaver is we want to open. So open and go to our lessons folder. And we're in lesson 5. We want to open the layout final just to kind of look at what we're going to be doing. We're going to be changing the background, inserting this graphic, adding the bottom border, also the footer and the sidebar, and then changing our links here as well. So then we can go ahead and close that. And from our new, we're going to click More. And we want HTML, but we want 2 fixed left sidebar header footer. And then you can click OK. Make sure you're on the Design tab. Choose View. So click on View. Style Rendering. And we want to display styles to shut them off. So what that does is it takes away all of the color. So let's go ahead and turn that back on. So go to View, Style Rendering, and Design Styles. Choose File and Save As. And I'm going to save it on my jump drive as my layout. We want to make sure that we have the CSS styles open, which I do, it's right here. And we want to select the image, the insert logo, and then we want to delete that. We don't actually need the logo there. In the CSS styles panel, we want to double click on the header. So we edit the header. In the background category, we need to browse. We need to go to our images file, which is lessons images. And we want banner 2. And click OK. Choose repeat. No repeat. No repeat. And then click Apply just so we can see how it changes up here. Go to the box category. Change the height to 130. Make sure it is in pixels. And click Apply. So now we can see the whole thing. Click the background category again, and you want to change the color to 090. Then you can click OK. So now what we have is we have our green start logo or banner up here at the top. So we need to click on the div header down here by the properties and and on our keyboard press the left arrow key and click Insert, Layout Objects, AP Div. So then click on the tag selector at the bottom, the div AP div 1. And then in our CSS styles, we want to scroll down to where it says AP div and double click. Excuse me. No, we don't. Go to insert image. And we want butterfly over. And click OK. For the alternative text, we want to type green start logo. And then click OK. Now in the CSS styles, we want to double click the AP div. Click the box category. And we want the width to be 170 and the height to be 150. For padding, for margins, we want to click the same for all to deselect it. And in the top margin, we want 15 and 30 in the left. And these are pixels. And then click OK. Insert the cursor back into the header. And then click the div header. And click your right arrow this time. Choose Window Insert. And where it says Common, we need to choose Layout. And we want to insert a div tag. For the ID, we want to type H NAVBAR. So this is going to be our home navigation bar. And then you can click New CSS Rule. And you can click OK there, and it automatically brings us to the rule definition box. So for the type, we want font size to be 90%. And for the color, we want FFC. Click on the background. Background color is FFF, which is also known as white. I'm sorry, 090. And click Browse. We want the background object. Click OK. We want to repeat from X. Click the block category. From text align, you want it to be right. In the box category, for padding, deselect the same for all. Your top is supposed to be 5. Your right is supposed to be 20. And your bottom is 5. In the border category, we want to off-click the same for all, and for bottom we want solid 2 and 060. Click OK. Click OK again. So now we have this content here, and where this content is, we want to select it and type home, about us, and contact us, and then save. The next thing we're going to do is modify the page width and background color. So in our CSS styles, we want to double click the container, and in the box category we want to change the width to 950. Click the content rule, so double click the content rule, for the box we want it to be 770. And click OK. Double click the body rule, and for the background color change it to hashtag FFF and click OK. Double click the container rule and click on border, and we want them to be solid 2 and 060, and then you can click OK and save. Okay, we're now going to modify existing content. So select where it says link 1 and type green news. Link 2 is supposed to be green products. Link 3 is green events. 4 is green travel. So now press enter and type green tips. Notice how they're different. So let's switch to code view and look at it as code view. And it says with the cursor still in the middle, select the text green tips. Then in the HTML field in the properties box, for link, type hashtag and press enter. So notice now it has the link in it. Switch back to design view and we can see that it is changed to the original, just like the other 4. Go over to your CSS styles property box and select the ul.nav and we want the visited one. And in the properties, for the background color, we want 090. Then click add property and you want to click color. And you want FFC. Press enter to save it. And then you can save your file. Okay, we want to put our text anywhere, or our cursor into the text directly below the vertical menu, which is right here. and click the P and press the left arrow and click Insert Image Objects. So what we're doing is we're going to insert an image placeholder. For the name, type sidebar, and the width is 180 and the height is 150, and then click OK. So now we have this sidebar image available. Select all of the text that's below it and type Insert Caption here, and then save. The last thing we're going to do is modify our footer to actually look like it's supposed to. So go to CS Styles and double click Footer, and for the font size, you want it to be 90%, and for the font color, you want it to be FFC. Then we want to go to Background and Browse, and we want the background, and choose OK. We want the background to repeat X. Background color should be 090. Select the placeholder text in the footer. So now we need to click OK. So now we have all this text here. We need to select all the text and type copyright 2010 . Once you've typed that, you can save it. And let's scroll up a little bit so we can look at all of it, and let's preview it in live view. So now we can see how it looks. We'll just save it and be done.